Welcome back to my Ohio Bobcats. We're coming off 88 points in 2 games last episode. Ian Pia broke all kinds of records. He went for 7-2, 31 and 5 TDs last time as well. It was a great time. Go watch that video if you haven't already. We're still number 1 for our top recruit, Marquez Hedgie. But as you can see, Clemson is creeping up on us, man. Not gonna lie, I think it's a wrap, bro. Having him replace Ian Pia would have been insane. Would have been great for us. He might have came in as a high overall than him immediately. Obviously, that may not happen now. Just gotta move on. You still have a chance to get De La Puente. He would be a great add alongside Emery, alongside Bulaga, Grover. He would be the clear-cut wide receiver 1 in that room. But per usual, you do not have the grades to be able to compete with the other guys that are going after him as well. So take everything out, send him a 50. Hopefully that works. Now for these 3 stars, I'm confident that we can maybe get every single one of them. We did something similar last year. We got a lot of 3-star recruits. We got like 18 3-stars last year, including transfers. That'll be hard. I do really want at least 1 4-star in there. But in this game versus Eastern Michigan, we have Skaggs, the right guard, and Blade, the 3-star tight end, coming to this game. As you can see, we had Hedgie go to that Kent State game. Got plus 75% on that blowout win. If we can do it this time, man, that could be the cherry on top and help us get that commit. The fans know what's at stake. They know who's coming to this game. They know Skaggs and Blade are pulling up. They know Hedgie is waiting in the wings potentially. They know that we are on pace to make our 2nd straight MAC championship game. Let's lock in. First play of the game. Let Mathis rock out, bro. Nice 7-yard gain here. Let's go. We have an early 3rd and 1. I see Ian Peel one-on-one. I try my guy, but it is locked down. He actually almost picks it off right here. We might as well go for it right here, man. Roll out. X is open. My God, Bulaga, but that was way too high, man. Give them the ball in pristine field position. The D is actually locking up, man. 3rd and 9 right here. Have a QB spot. Everything is backed up. It's man coverage, bro. It's his locks. Getting down. So now we're just down by 3. Let's focus. Get a good drive going here. This is a solid run by Duggar to start that off, man. I'm liking the way the run game looks, man. Got a pancake here. Got a block by Grover, and that's a solid 15 yards. Next play, I see Bulaga wide open in the seam. I could have tried to get it in there. It would have been a perfect pass. Throws it way too high, almost directly to the corner. He picks it off, takes it home for 6. This would have been a tough throw, but it's like you threw it directly to the corner, dude. That's crazy, man. Bad decision by me, though. I should have thrown that ball onto the next drive, bro. It's looking pretty spooky early. Look for our best player. Maybe he makes something shake, catches the ball, 1st down, but he ends up hurt. Wowza. They're saying the re-injury risk is really high, so obviously he cannot play anymore, at least this half. And we need him, bro. This is a horrible spot for him to get hurt in. His wear and tear actually is not that bad. So we're not going to bench him entirely. Just going to make him the wide receiver 4. Hopefully he comes back soon. So without him, we look to Bulaga, and that is not going well so far. An incomplete pass. The corner had that locked down. Their drive, we forced him to take 3, and he makes a 60-yard kick. Like at this point, I have to change the settings or something. If Eastern Michigan has a kicker making 60-yard kicks, then at what point will any kicker ever miss? In the first quarter, we didn't do that bad from a statistical standpoint. We just got to put points together. 13-0. Elijah Brown one-on-one. It shouldn't go that bad, but it absolutely does. Picks it off, and I'm starstruck. Looking back, and I just do not think this is a bad read at all. A great play by the DB, but that's just not a bad read in my opinion. They start in essentially the red zone, and of course we can't stop the run. We don't even try to tackle him right here for some reason. Gets down to the 1-yard line. Their QB1 finds their guy wide open here on this slant. And I can't even imagine what Skaggs and Blake are thinking right now. Like, why are we even here? Probably, you know what I'm saying? We have got to put a drive together, starting with this 4th and 1 right here to Mathis, and he actually gets it for us. Let's go. About 2 minutes left in the quarter. I see my guy Brune makes a play, gets around the linebacker to up the field, and this is a solid gain until he randomly drops the ball. Thankfully, it's overturned. Now it's time for Duggar to make a play and lead us to a touchdown here. One thing we haven't done all game is look for Bulaga on his signature drag route. He makes a play, gets up, oh my God, by the play, boy, to the 1. O-line gives Mathis a lane. He walks in for the touchdown, making it 20-7. The game is not yet over. Forcing a stop here on this 3rd down was absolutely huge. We give Duggar and the offense another chance to score before the half ends. Their D starts out and prevent. I don't know what they're on, man. This is a free 1st down. They send a blitz here. Peel is wide open on this little curl route, man. Gets another 1st down for us. 40 seconds left to get in man coverage, and everything is pretty bagged up, but they do not have my guy Duggar accounted for. Another 1st down. Not much time left in this half, but a lot of time in his pocket. Grover is open here. Touchdown. Take the lead down the 6 points. We had a horrible start, but we're heating up now, man. Gotta keep this up. The offense is working, the defense is doing well as well. Let's keep going. Defense is showing what they did in the first half was not a fluke, bro. A -6 yard gain here. But DJ Morgan, our starting sub linebacker, ends up hurt. Him being hurt does not just hurt the linebacker position, but it hurts the cornerback position and the safety position. He has been a Swiss Army knife for us. Truly might be our best player on defense, the way he's playing this year. Another underrated player that we have is Durant. He's mainly on punt returns, kick returns, but bro, whenever he gets the ball in his hands, he just makes something shake, bro. What a return here. Couldn't get the TD, but hey, 21-yard line. Let's get to work offense. Pia's back in the game, and he makes a play almost immediately. Wide open on his drag. What a juke. 1-yard line here. And with this touchdown on 4th down to Bulaga, we take the lead. We're now up by a single point versus Eastern Michigan. But that don't mean these boys is getting ready to stop. They run the ball here, and like they've been doing all game, it's been working pretty solidly. The run game is working well, but the pass game is not. Everything is bagged, and we get a sack here. Defense is playing so well, and mix that in with Ian Peel being back in the game, and man, it might be over for these guys at Eastern Michigan. The 4th quarter looms large. Need a play here. Need a stamp on this game. Bulaga, double team, does not matter. Touchdown, Bobcats. Y'all boys know I'm a glaze my favorite players whenever I get a chance to, and this is a huge chance. I don't even know what to expect from Bulaga in his next upcoming years. He's already a 66 overall doing this. Imagine when he gets to like a 77, 78, 80. He's going to be ridiculous. 3rd down, defense is still balling. There's nothing open for my guy here at all. And Nate Johnson, the transfer, gets the sack. 28 consecutive points by the offense. And with the run game working here, we might increase that to 35 straight points. Looking at the target share for this game, Ian Pia, even while missing most of the game, has the most targets. I'm sad that he is a senior, but I'm glad that we can have Bulaga return to that wide receiver 1 role next year. Fast forward, 4th down, another rollout. R1 is wide open. Our fullback 1st down. At this point, we're doing whatever we want. We can really end the game right here if we chose to. But as I mentioned earlier, we need to go up by 3 scores. A touchdown here and a 3 on the next drive. Maybe Skaggs or Blade might commit on the spot. You never know. Step 1 here. Find Elijah Brown. Dime, man. Up by 15. And with this forced fumble by Harsh, that dream can become reality. And we take our 3 to officially go up by 3 scores. Scored 38 consecutive points to get this dub versus Eastern Michigan at the crib. What a game. One final play though. He spins Durant, and his guy comes back with the get back and forces a fumble. Now it's game. That was a fun one for sure. Had some guys come to that game, and we did what we were supposed to do. Gotta start faster on offense, but we kept going. And we got the dub because of it. A lot of inaccurate passes early on for Julian Duggar, but he came back and scored 4 consecutive TDs on his own. He did his thing. We ran the ball crazy well also. 15, 92, and 1. That might be the best rushing game of Mathis's career so far. Also, Bulaga, crazy game. 6 of 108 and 2. He was a monster. Then we had some clutch sacks by Stanley, Harsh, and Nate Johnson. What was so special about this game for the defense, they didn't force a single turnover. They just simply got stopped. Well, they got 1. I forgot. But hey, the glaze continues. Them boys were great. After that, when we get our 2nd commit, I don't want to butcher your last name. Thanks for the commit. Get ready for some rings, my boy. We actually went up to a C+ championship contender. That is humongous for us. Needed that. Our grades are really bad. We have some starters that are trying to leave because of that fact. Vera for conference prestige. Haskins our starting corner for brand exposure. Then you have Riddle and Stanley for champ contender. We gotta improve as a squad. As expected, Clemson has officially overtaken us to grab Marquez Hedgie. He hasn't yet committed, but we know it's coming soon. Now for our guy Mateo, I would like to use a sway or maybe a soft sell, but the grades suck, bro. So we gotta sit in the house and max out for him. Then we advance the week and Marquez Hedgie officially commits to Clemson. They even put him in the jersey, bro. What type of dirty macking is that? Why are you even showing me this? This is like, I can't get like a trigger warning or anything before seeing this, bro. I was going after this guy for 3 months, bro. On the bright side though, we're now a B- championship contender. I think that's the highest we've been in that category while playing this dynasty. Now we're in our second to last game of the regular season, playing against Miami of Ohio, a big time rivalry game. We played this same team last year. We took care of business, man. See if we can do it again. Them boys start fast here with a nice run. This is a gaping hole that just cannot happen, man. Like 15 yards there. Get into a third down. And what I've noticed over this past couple of games is that we are a really solid man coverage team. At least we're performing like that right now. The play resulted in a flag by the quarterback and an incompletion, so we get the ball no matter what happened there. Our first drive of the game, I see my guy Grover right here, and he is really wide open and breaks the tackle and gets up the field. And this is a solid game for my guy. Ever since that Central Michigan loss, the offense has been on another level, man. I feel like it's a mixture of Duggar making more efficient decisions and also just us being more explosive. This drive does stall out though, but our kicker has us on the board 3-0. They get to a third down again, and guess what? It's man coverage, and bro, this is not really a bag, but he misses the pass, and that's the punt. This is a press look by these guys, and you know, I want to try my guy Pia no matter what. Touchdown, 10-0. Was a little quiet down the field last game, but he's now back. Scoring TD, doing this thing. Just the whole team has been special, bro. From the defense to the offense, from the corner to the receivers. Special by this team. When the offense isn't turning the ball over, the defense will give us stop after stop. And they've been doing that really all year long, instead of a couple of games. Even in one of the games we lost, like that Central Michigan game, they were getting us stops in that game. The O just couldn't score. Another press man look, and Ian Pia wins immediately off the play action. This is another bomb, making it 17-0 in the first quarter. You've got to give props to that Eastern Michigan corner. He did his thing, limiting Pia down the sideline. Now Pia did miss some times that might have affected his stat line, but even when he was in the game, he was not getting them downfield shots. Third down again for this defense, and they just keep making stops, bro. Pressured by the D line, and we force an incompletion. Now if you guys watch me, you know I don't really like play action on this game because the pass rush gets there almost immediately. You see that's not happening now, so I can find my guy Mathis here for a solid game. Being up 17-0 at this point in the game, we can almost expect to win at this point. We blew them out last year. It's going the same way right now. We're getting Pia involved down the field, Bulaga down underneath, Mathis underneath as well, running the ball, catching underneath passes, bro. It's been a day for the offense and the defense. Now on the very next play, Bulaga just get in there, man, make it 24-0 in Miami of Ohio. That was a late tackle. I'm not rocking with that. But hey, man, gritty on him, score a TD. Up this much in the game, the defense was bound to have some laps in coverage, bro. Fine 16 here, and he is absolutely gone. This is a 66-yard touchdown. Miami has officially doubled the points they had last year, man. Clap it up for them boys. It's the 2-minute warning now. Elijah Brown wide open down the sideline off of this wheel route. Great play, boy. And on third and long, he's once again wide open, bro. What a block by Bulaga, another first down for him. Not much time left in the half here, but the goal is to for sure get a touchdown, and Duggar does that right here, making it 31-7 going into the half. This is a better team than it was last year, you know. It sucks that our record does not showcase that, but scoring 31 in the first half versus a team that we scored 38 points against last year, it's crazy. Fast forward into the third quarter, a lot of things have happened, a lot of stalled out drives have happened, but Bulaga is still playing really well. Props to Miami of Ohio. They've held us to only 3 points in this half so far. This is a 50-yard kick, which we do indeed nail. Let's go. It's the fourth quarter. Anything at this point really just stat pad, including this Monar user lurk. Great stat pad. Love a stat pad. One thing about Bulaga that I'm just not noticing is that he has Press Pro unlocked. That could be a big reason why he plays as well as he does. And it's helping us ice the game. Now with this Mathis touchdown, make it 41-7. We have officially done just that. Let's go. Great win, y'all boys. Duggar with another efficient outing. A 76 completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, almost 300 yards passing. This is our QB1, and I'm so thankful for that. After a crazy first half, Pia ends up with 0 catches in the second, which is fine. We were already up by a billion. Ends with 2 catches for 2 touchdowns and 134 yards. Bulaga and Elijah Brown also played really good. Let's not forget about the defense, bro. DJ Morton had 2 sacks, and our guy Molnar came up with a user lurk. With this game, Ian Pia has officially broken the single season receiving touchdowns record, the career receiving touchdowns record, and Julian Duggar has broken the single season passing touchdowns record, which is only set at 34 right now. So I think he'll probably break that next year. We also got another commit in Frederick Hobbs, cornerback, which we do need. Need corners pretty bad. Also, we're in a recruiting battle for Skies with Michigan and Falk with Troy. I'm so sure. Okay. We're doing pretty good for Mateo. I'm actually surprised that nobody else is really going after him like that. It's just Memphis. And we're losing steam on De La Puente, which sucks. But every other 3-star besides Falk, we're first and we're ahead by a decent amount. Adding Mateo on top of all the other 3 stars, this could be our best recruiting class so far. We've only had 2. but you get what I'm trying to say. Now, before the last game of the season, let's look at the conference standings. For some reason, we're not ranked number 2 in the conference behind Buffalo. They have Akron, who is 7-4, above us right now. I'm thinking it'll change and they'll move everything around once everything becomes official. So let's focus on our game next and just win that game. We have Toledo, a 6-5 school we are actually super comparable to when it comes to overall. It's gonna be a tough game. I'm guessing it's their senior day because the stadium's absolutely packed out the wazoo, bro. Everybody's here. So far though, they're running the ball really well. Their running back is making some moves. They get on empty in 1st and 10. We get in man coverage, of course, but this time it does not work in our favor, man. Number 5 is up and out of there. On this back half of the schedule, we've been a great man coverage team. Might got to go away from that this week though. Now our drive, and as y'all boys know, our team is ready for every week to be a shootout. Whether it's running the ball or passing the ball, we're able to create explosives everywhere we can. 2nd and 1 here though, man. Roll out, looking for Grover here on his comeback, and he makes a nice catch. Another great lane here created by the O-line. Mathis is just making plays. He's so agile. The run game has just carried this drive, and it continues here with Duggar on this read option. A lot of space here. Should have spent back here, but I didn't, down to the 5-yard line. Another run here. A lot of space. Once again, Mathis walks in there, 7 up. This team can win in so many different ways, bro. Let's get in that MAC championship game. Let's potentially make a playoff game as well. We're gonna make something shake. 3rd and long. Defense is finally pick it up. We send the blitz and we finally get there. Let's go. Was that harsh? That was number 78 and that guy, Nate Johnson. Our drive now, 1st and 10. I wanted my guy Bulaga here, but just an overthrown pass to number 19. That seems to be how every single Duggar pick happens, bro. Defense is hooping though, bro. They get a sack here, force 3. It's now 10-7. It's time for Duggar to bounce back. He starts here with a nice pass to Bulaga for a 1st down. Teams tend to press us early in the game, then they find out why they should not do that. They never do it ever again later in the game. Found that chance right here, making it 14-10. Maybe they saw the Eastern Michigan film, but buddy, you guys do not have that cornerback there, bro. You can't do that. On defense, we found out the hard way that 29 is that guy, dude. Cuts it back here, jukes dude, and this is a huge gain. Another lane opens up for them, and man, we're just caught lacking right now. First play of the second, bro. We need some more pressure from the D-line, man. That's way too much time in the pocket. He finds 3. He almost breaks it for a touchdown. Now, 1st and goal, bro. Cuts it back again. He might be White Joe Mixon, bro. Them cutbacks are cerebral. Cerebral? Cerebral. Is that how you say it? Now on our drive, it's obviously man coverage. P on his in route. Not really what he does, but man, he makes a play here, cuts it back, and bro, he might be going to get past this guy. Touchdown. Nobody's catching him. 93 speed, way too fast. He's caught bomb after bomb after bomb, as you know. But that was pretty easily the best play of his career, am I right? That was Jamar Chase-esque, the way he was able to beat that safety's ankle and just take it to the crib super easily without even getting touched a single time, bruh. Just special stuff. We got some motion by Joe Mixon over here. Have that locked up pretty well, but 78 gets there and forces a fumble, bro. Nice play. 3rd and long, we're getting a man blitz, but Haskins just cannot hang on to his man for a little bit longer. Who would have thought that Toledo was this solid of a school, bro? The quarterback's nice, the receivers are nice, the running back is nice. Like, this is a tough school. We played Buffalo twice last year, and they're about as good as Buffalo. Maybe like a little bit worse than Buffalo was last year, but they're in that tier of school when it comes to just pure talent. I don't know what Vera's doing in coverage. He looks absolutely lost. Give that guy a manual, and I cannot play the ball well enough. They score a touchdown, making it 24-21. Emory is wide open over here, bro. I don't know how you don't have a single person guarding him. That's pretty disrespectful. Can't lie. Huge play. Then we give it to Mathis, who has an open lane here, and he just walks in untouched once again. 28-24. Great way to end the half off. Now it's time for the defense to finally get some stops, and it's time for the offense to end the game, bro. We get the ball at half. It's our time. Fast forward to the 3rd. Nothing has happened at all, but it's really been a slow quarter. These guys are inching towards the red zone, though. 1st and 10, we're about 4, and man, what a play by Delholm to get this user alert. Let's go. What a play. Now, the offense, who's been pretty weak all half, they know it's time for them boys to start going. Find Pia here, 1st down. They're pressing Pia, but this time it's covered 2, so I look for my guy Bulaga up the middle of the field. He makes an amazing catch. Nothing about what he does makes even a little bit of sense, but he just has the it factor, and he shows it week after week. We have a chew clock on. We're doing our thing, running the ball, passing the ball well. Shout out to Mathis, you're getting down to the 5-yard line. Next play, out route Bulaga. What a way to end the drive, increasing the lead to 11. This is a great balanced offense. I love this team so much. These guys are just showing out. 3rd and long for the Rockets. RPO here, not going, only 5 yards on that play. Setting up a 4th and 5 right here. We send pressure, but our guys just cannot hang in coverage versus these guys at all. 5 gets a 1st down there. But on the next play, we send a blitz again, and our linebacker actually gets there this time. Let's go. 2nd and 18 now. It's the 5th sack on the day. 3rd and long, we send forward. Just way too much time in the pocket, and he finds 5 again. Even down by 11, them boys is still trucking. Breaks DJ Moore in the tackle here and gets a 1st down. Very next play, we get in man coverage, but Haskins just does not know what he's doing there, bro. 5 is killing us today. They'd like to go for 2, but we're all over that, man. Nothing's going at all. Still about 5. And no onside kick as well, so they're going to try to get a straight up stop. Our first play, we call it read option. Duggar's in the open field. Spins back. Do not fumble, though. Now it's 3rd and 4. Grover's open here, but he cannot get the 1st down. 4th and 1 now. Everything's on the line here. Give it to Mathis, and he gets the 1st down for us, man. Ices the game. GG's. A great way to end the year off. A 5-point win, getting 9 wins in back-to-back years is pretty nice. Now it's time to see if we're making the MAC championship game. EMP has broken another single season record. This time was for receiving yards. What a player. And Julian Duggar has broken the single season passing yards record. Let's go. Now it's the next week. We didn't get an indication that we're in the championship game at all, but instead we still see Akron ahead of us at 2nd in the conference. So we advance again, and this time we get a commit. Henry Allen. Let's go. Sadly, Skaggs finally commits to Michigan. I don't know why he even had us. I don't even know why he had us up there, bro. Just let us on the whole time for no reason. But it's the conference championship week, and we do not have a game scheduled. So I can only assume they gave the game to Akron for some reason, which does not make sense at all. I see we have the same conference record, but we have a better overall record. And looking at the stats, they have not performed better than us in a single stat, which is absolutely insane. It's literally just us and Buffalo at the top of every single metric. So we just got hosed by EA once again. They've presented Akron with the championship game. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. That Central Michigan loss really ruined our season. Man, the goal was to go undefeated in the conference, and we didn't do that, so it's really our fault. But we deserve to be in that game 1000%. Akron did not have to be there. And put the cherry on top of our suffering, we lose 3-star Falk. I'm not too sick about it, but it's crazy, bro. They really hold us like that. Then you check the game when they lose by 20, bro. 38-17 is nuts. There was no reason for Akron to be in that game as a 59 overall school. Looking at their schedule, they're barely beating teams. They're like squeaking out close wins versus teams that we're blowing out, bro. They gave them that, and they took it away from us. We should be back-to-back MAC champions this year, but we're not. We get another commit, though, in David Barnes, 3-star tight end, and we lose out on De La Puente officially. We can look at the All-American teams, though. Ian Peel got 1st team. I see Messiah Delham in there as a sophomore. That's hard, my boy. Let's go. And Molnar, too. Let's not forget about Brody. And for the 2nd team, I don't know how in the world Duggar didn't get 1st team All-MAC. He was the best quarterback pretty easily. Got Bulaga in there and Harsh too. And also Riddle. A pretty good team this year. We had a pretty good team this year. It just sucks that everything that we worked so hard for this year got snatched out of our hands at the last second. Next year, gotta make a vow to ourselves. We cannot even make it an argument of whether we should make it or not, bro. Like similar to when a fighter gets robbed by the judges, I say just knock them out. You gotta go undefeated and not even leave it to the committee, bro. Because they did us crazy this year. Crazy. But that's been it for this edition of the Ohio Bobcats, man. A tough way to end the season, but I am definitely excited for the offseason and for the next year to happen. The 3rd year of the Ohio Bobcats is on the way. Make sure you boys like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy Neath the Red, and I am out, man. I'm out.